Mama June Shannon breaks down her custody battle with daughter Anna's ex Michael over granddaughter Kaitlyn exclusive. Mama June Shannon is opening up about her custody battle with late daughter Anna Cardwell's ex Michael Cardwell in an exclusive clip shared with people ahead of the 100th episode of Mama June, Family Crisis. June breaks down her custody battle with Michael over Anna's 12-year-old daughter Kaitlyn. Although Michael isn't Kaitlyn's biological father, he does share daughter Kaitlyn, 8, with Anna. Let me explain the court case to y'all. It is Michael, Anna's ex, versus myself for custody of Kaitlyn. June begins in a confessional. Even though Anna told all of us that she wanted Kaitlyn to stay with us, she never put it in writing or anything else. Michael is not Kaitlyn's biological father and we don't know who honestly is, she continues. The only reason Michael's able to go after me is because he paid for some of Kaitlyn's school, so under this new Georgia law, if you pay for a child, you can go for equity of care for that child. And custody. The scene shifts to June's house, where her husband Justin Stroud and granddaughter Kaitlyn come back holding food. Well, I mean, are you ready to go to court tomorrow and talk to the judge? June asks Kaitlyn. Tomorrow morning. That's short notice, says Stroud. Yeah. They can do that, June responds. I thought you had 30 days, but no. In her own confessional, Kaitlyn tries to convey how she feels about the whole situation. Well, this sucks. I mean, I'm just not getting comfortable until this whole house thingy. And now this court popped up and it's tomorrow, she shares. So I'm kind of nervous because I don't know what's going to happen next. Back in the scene, Stroud explains that they all knew this was coming, so panicking isn't helpful. Honestly, I really ain't ready to deal with Michael's dumbass, says June. But I know he's going to bring up my freaking past. He's going to bring up your past. Who doesn't have a past? Stroud asks. At the end of the day, I'm her biological grandparent and I'm not going to lose Kaitlyn because Michael ain't getting it. I'm sorry, says June. She begins walking out of the room, so her husband asks where she's going. To have a moment, June responds as the clip ends. Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson is annoyed by Mama June's ridiculous big check after she stole my money, exclusive. In People's exclusive sneak peek at the June 6th episode of Mama June, Family Crisis, Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson isn't ready to move past the money problems with her mother Mama June Shannon. The teen says Mama June thinks repaying her money is a game, but she isn't over her mother stealing funds from her Coogan account. This isn't just like a little hurdle to jump over. This is like a whole mountain to climb over, Alana tells her mom. Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson isn't ready to let bygones be bygones when it comes to the money issues with her mother Mama June Shannon. In People's exclusive sneak peek at the June 6th episode of Mama June, Family Crisis, Mama June is ready to make amends and finally repays her daughter $30,000 after the teen previously complained that her mother stole out of her Coogan account. It was nice that you finally come to your senses and pay me my money back, Alana tells her mom. I've got the check so it can be squashed. This is the check that you can have, her mother responds as she pulls out an oversized check from under the table and shows it to her. Alana appears at a loss for words, but she calls it ridiculous in a confessional, adding, the only thing I can say is ridiculous. It's like, she thinks it is a game, and she's like, Alana, here's your check. Like, no, this isn't a game. She finally asks her mom, what are you expecting me to do with this? You're gonna take the bank, Mama June replies simply. After the waitress takes their orders, the matriarch makes a special request. She asks, and real quick, before you go, can you take a picture of us real quick? What are we taking a picture for? Her daughter questions as she looks bewildered. She wants a picture, she tells cameras. Like, get a grip. You didn't just sell me a car. She's a joke. Despite her annoyance, the pair take a photo together while holding the check. The moment is orchestrated by Mama June as she wants her daughter to feel like she won a damn sweepstakes. Her mother finally hands her a cashier's check, which accepts while also thoroughly examining the authenticity of the check. Alana admits that the payment will help her build the future she wants, saying, of course, this money is gonna help me pay for school and help me get the education that I want. But at the end of the day, it was the principle, and it's like it should have never happened, she adds. Still, don't ever think I'll get over the fact that my mom stole my money. When Mama June asks if the mother-daughter duo are good now, her daughter explains, I mean, we're good as far as the money, but like, deep down, it's gonna take some time. This isn't just like a little hurdle to jump over. This is like a whole mountain to climb over. In May, the reality star told People that she never saw a single cent from her shows Toddlers and Tiaras and Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. I never had gotten all the money, Alana shared. I have never, ever received the Here Comes Honey Boo Boo money. I've never seen it. Never ever even heard of it, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know what happened to it. As fans may recall, on the last season on Mama June, Family Crisis, Alana and Mama June faced off after Mama June admitted to taking funds out of Alana's Coogan account, a trust where parents of child stars are legally required to deposit a percentage of their earnings. Alana claimed her mother, who sold their home and other belongings at the height of her addiction, took $35,000 of her earnings for appearing on Dancing with the Stars in 2019. I let my mama drag me through a lot of s, but I think my breaking point was when she stole my money, Alana explained. Her mother recently returned the money, but there was no I'm sorry, Alana explained, adding only $10,000 was saved in her Coogan account. Mama June's family dynamic shifts dramatically after major life change in daughter Lauren's marriage. A major turning point in Lauren Pumpkin Effort's marriage is sending shockwaves through Mama June's family, and it's changing everything. On Mama June, Family in Crisis, viewers witnessed the severity of how June's addictions and fractured relationships with her family have impacted Lauren. After becoming the primary caretaker of younger sister Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson, plus caring for her own children with husband Josh Efford, Lauren's marriage finally took such a hard hit, the couple divorced. Now, in the wake of this pivotal shift in Lauren's personal life, June's relationship with her daughters is evolving too, revealing long-buried tensions and surprising moments of solidarity. June and Alana's bond shifted after Lauren's divorce. Alana and her mother have seemingly come a long way since filming season 7 of Family Crisis. The pair were still in a rocky place at the beginning of the season, with Alana still airing her grievances with her mother to her followers online and with her friend on camera. But the mother and daughter recently spoke to In Touch prior to the premiere of the season, and it was clear that the pair were at least united in support of Lauren's choice to end her marriage. Although Alana admitted that Josh had stepped in as a father figure for her in the years she had lived with her sister's family, she felt she had to support her sister's decision. She admitted at one time she hoped they would fix it, as they had in the past when confrontation arose, but she eventually realized her sister wasn't happy and needed the change. June, on the other hand, felt that the couple were bound to separate, pointing out the awareness that came to the family after the loss of her daughter, Anna Marie Chickadee Tony, to cancer in 2023. June noted everyone in the family then became aware of what had been placed on the back burner in their lives. Although there is still tension between Alana and June in season 7, it is nice to see that the mother has taken small strides to repair the relationship she has with her daughters. June attempting to make amends with Alana was a first step. In April 2021, Lauren told In Touch that her mother's behavior was the main issue in her marriage. Now that the marriage is broken beyond repair, there is room for June to make amends for the damage she once caused by continuing to support her daughter through this time of transition. June has been sober since 2020, and has recently featured her weight loss transformation in Family Crisis, which, after all, used to be titled Mama June, From Not to Hot, with the original premise of the series meant to focus on the matriarch's weight loss journey, before the family crisis erupted. June also took the tentative first steps to repairing her relationship with her daughters in the most recent episodes of season 7, who have grown wary of their mother's tempestuous approach to conflict management. June demonstrated in recent episodes of Family Crisis that she is willing to take steps toward repairing her relationship with her daughters, signaled by returning part of the funds she had appropriated from Alana's savings as a child actor. Although June made a show of arranging a large check to present to her daughter, as though she had won a prize, instead of accepting replacement funds for what had been stolen, it was at least a small olive branch to her youngest daughter. With the return of the funds, and her support for Lauren's choice to divorce and start over, June has been building back trust in her relationships with her children. June recently showing a united front with Alana in support of Lauren indicates the family dynamic may have shifted significantly following the divorce. Mama June Shannon gives her real opinion on Honey Boo Boo documentary. Mama June Shannon is sharing her candid reaction to daughter Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson's recent Lifetime documentary. After the 19-year-old Here Comes Honey Boo Boo star opened up about the darker side of child stardom and I Was Honey Boo Boo last month, her mother told Parade she was definitely not mad about her decision to speak out. Everyone thought that I was going to be so mad about her doing it, Shannon told the outlet. But I was like, no. She did it. It was her, like I said, her point of view, and I was definitely not mad about it. Thompson's sister and former guardian, Lauren Pumpkin Efford, also told Parade she thought the documentary was really good, but she did have one edit she would have made. The only complaint I have about it is I think that they could have just slowed it down a little bit more. And just kind of given that opportunity to let the stories play out and things like that, said the 25-year-old. I did feel like it kind of moved a little fast. But other than that, it is Alana's story, and it's part of what she wanted to tell, and it's her point of view. So for me, it's kind of like a really big step in growing up and kind of owning your story. Thompson's 28-year-old sister, Jessica Shannon, added, she got to express her story herself, not through somebody else. In I Was Honey Boo Boo, Thompson opened up about life as a TLC star after her Toddlers and Tiara's appearance launched her into stardom as well as her struggles at home with her mother, who struggled with drugs for years. Thompson accused Mama June of having stolen $35,000 from her at the height of her addiction in an interview with People last month, saying that the fee she earned from Dancing with the Stars, Juniors was only recently repaid to her. However, there was no, I'm sorry, said Thompson, who also claimed she's never received any money from her years on Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. Mama June has now been sober for more than 5 years, but the teen admitted that forgiving her for her past behavior is a journey. It was hard, but at the end of the day, she's my mom, she said. When she was bad in her addiction, I just kept thinking about the day she'd recover. We're going pretty good. Hopefully it lasts. I just no longer have any expectations for her. Mama June Shannon hated going through long battle to gain custody of Anna's daughter Kaitlyn exclusive. Mama June Shannon admits she hated going through the long battle to gain custody of her granddaughter. During an exclusive interview with People, the Mama June, Family Crisis star, 45, shares more about the emotional impact of her fight for custody of her late daughter Anna Cardwell's daughter Kaitlyn, who's now 12. Shannon says that she kept fighting because she knew what Anna wanted. It was emotional because you have to go through that, she tells People. I mean, I hated that we have to go through that. We couldn't sit down and talk things out and come to an agreement as much as I had begged for that. But it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. At the end of the day, I knew what Anna wanted, and we just went and did it, and I mean we had no other choice, she adds. That's why I tell you why I'm like, you either follow what Anna wanted her to do or not fight. And that's what we did. We fought and it was a long battle. It went from 1 day to 3.5 days with the court according to court documents obtained by People in September 2024. Shannon was awarded custody of her granddaughter by a Georgia judge on Friday, September 20th. In Touch was the first to report the news at the time. The judge ruled that the Here Comes Honey Boo Boo star would be granted full custody of Kaitlyn, after her former son-in-law Michael Cardwell, who's not the child's father but began dating Anna in 2013 when Kaitlyn was 8 months old, filed to regain custody and visitation of it. In an exclusive interview with People in 2024, the reality television star discussed her granddaughter Kylie living with her dad in Alabama. She was asked what the hardest part of the past year without Anna has been. She said, her just not being here for the girls, and a lot of has happened. We had to go through a custody battle that we won, she explained of her battle for Anna's daughter. She continued, claiming, "We had to also deal with Michael taking Kylie away from everybody here and moving to Alabama." Shannon told People at the time that the worst part of the situation is that we weren't able to say our goodbyes and spend time with Kylie. However, she added, Kaitlyn has been able to go spend time with Michael and his mom and all that. "We want to see Kylie, but the message was, to me from Michael, that Kylie is not going out of his sight, and if he has to pay for that later then he will," she said. "So that's the reason why we, as a family and even Eldridge, Tony, Anna's second husband, haven't been allowed to take Kylie and spend time with her when they've had access to Kaitlyn for the last year." Shannon notes that Anna had a feeling Michael would react this way before she died, sharing that the worry was something she really struggled with. Shannon added, "That's why we fought and was like, okay, let's go to war for the custody of Kaitlyn." June Shannon opens up about Anna's ex-husband Michael taking her daughter Kylie away from everybody after her death exclusive. Mama June Shannon is opening up about the current living situation of Anna Chickadee Cardwell's daughter Kylie following her mom's death last December. In an exclusive interview with People, the Mama June, family crisis star, 45, discussed her granddaughter Kylie Madison, 8, living with her dad, Anna's ex-husband Michael Cardwell, in Alabama. Anna, who died at age 29 less than a year after a stage 4 adrenal carcinoma diagnosis, is also a mom to daughter Kaitlyn, 12, from a previous relationship. Asked what the hardest part of the past year without Anna has been, she said, "Her just not being here for the girls and a lot of has happened. We had to go through a custody battle that we won." She explained of her battle for Anna's daughter Kaitlyn. Shannon did not ask for custody of Kylie as her dad Michael is her guardian. "We had to also deal with Michael taking Kylie away from everybody here and moving to Alabama," she claimed. She tells People, he moved to Alabama the 1st November after Anna's death. She recalls cautioning Michael, "Well, the girls will never see each other if y'all move away," and then, boom. The court case ends, he gets remarried and they move back to Sylacauga, Alabama. Shannon says the funny thing about Michael moving to Alabama with his new wife London is that the same pipeline dream that he has sold to London is him repeating his life with Anna, she alleges. He was with Anna for 2 years. Once they got married, he moved to Sylacauga, Alabama. He was going to open up a mechanic shop and they were going to build a house on some land over there. Now with London, they were together 2.5 years. They got married. A month after they got married, they moved to Alabama, she continues. They're supposed to be opening up this diesel shop and supposedly building a house across the road from his father. And it's like, damn, you could have changed the story up just a little bit, Shannon adds. Shannon tells People that the worst part is, we weren't able to say our goodbyes and spend time with Kylie. However, she adds, Kaitlyn has been able to go spend time with Michael and his mom and all that. "We want to see Kylie, but the message was to me from Michael that Kylie is not going out of his sight, and if he has to pay for that later then he will," she says. "So that's the reason why we, as a family and even Eldridge, Tony, Anna's second husband, haven't been allowed to take Kylie and spend time with her when they've had access to Kaitlyn for the last year." Shannon notes that Anna had a feeling Michael would react this way before she died, sharing that the worry was something she really struggled with. Shannon adds, "That's why we fought and was like, okay, let's go to war for the custody of Kaitlyn." Mama June Shannon says late daughter Anna's kids Kylie, 9, and Kaitlyn, 12, have been separated since her death, exclusive. Mama June Shannon revealed in a recent conversation with People that her granddaughters Kylie, 9, and Kaitlyn, 12, haven't seen each other since their mother's funeral. While Shannon has custody of Kaitlyn, Kylie lives with her father Michael Cardwell in Alabama. According to court documents obtained by People in September 2024, Shannon was awarded custody of Kaitlyn by a Georgia judge on Friday, September 20th. Mama June Shannon's granddaughters have been separated since their mother Anna tragically died. While speaking with People about the upcoming season of Mama June, Family Crisis, the reality TV star, 45, revealed that her late daughter Anna Cardwell's daughters Kylie, 9, and Kaitlyn, 12, have not seen each other since their mother's funeral. While Shannon has custody of Kaitlyn, Kylie lives with her father Michael Cardwell in Alabama. When asked if the girls spend time together, Shannon said, "Unfortunately not." Adding, "It's not due to us." According to court documents obtained by People in September 2024, Shannon was awarded custody of her granddaughter by a Georgia judge on Friday, September 20th. In Touch was the first to report the news at the time. According to court documents obtained by People in September 2024, Shannon was awarded custody of her granddaughter by a Georgia judge on Friday, September 20th. In Touch was the first to report the news at the time the judge ruled that the Here Comes Honey Boo Boo star would be granted full custody of Kaitlyn, after her former son-in-law, who's not the child's father, but began dating Anna in 2013 when Kaitlyn was 8 months old, filed to regain custody and visitation of his stepdaughter in December 2023. During the interview, Shannon opened up more about the emotional impact of her fight for custody of her granddaughter Kaitlyn. Shannon said that she kept fighting because she knew what Anna wanted. "It was emotional because you have to go through that," she told People. "I mean, I hated that we have to go through that. We couldn't sit down and talk things out and come to an agreement as much as I had begged for that. But it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. At the end of the day, I knew what Anna wanted, and we just went and did it, and I mean we had no other choice," she added. "That's why I tell you why I'm like, you either follow what Anna wanted her to do or not fight. And that's what we did. We fought, and it was a long battle. It went from 1 day to 3.5 days with the court." Shannon told People in December 2024 that the worst part of the situation